Wait, before we do that,
and we've got one
while it's going on, I want to be
ahead of
able to share this bad boy.
Get the watch party.
That's a tough one, Frank.
I didn't hear anything
And
about it.
welcome to another exciting edition of the Great Lakes Smoke Show. Take it away, Ron.
Good evening, aficionados, and welcome to another Great Lakes podcast show. And we are excited. There's a lot of new stuff going on, folks. And if you've been with us for the last 2.5 years, almost 3, you know tonight is another beginning. It's a happening for this show. Yeah, Bob. We have cousin Frank and Kyle have been putting together the technical work to give our audience.
By the way, we ruled out that intro of yours. It's going to be more FM, disc jockey, mellowed, sit back and say, good evening.
Right. We want more of like an Allison.
I
want to see him do more like an Alfred Hitchcock kind of thing. Good evening.
We got a lot going on here, folks. We're excited to have a very good friend of ours that we met 4 years ago in the Cuban experience.
Yeah.
And he's a very good friend of my sister-in-law.
Actually, we met him before that.
Did we?
We got him up to the Cuban experience.
Well, we officially.
Yeah. Well,
you want to be nitty-gritty. Come on.
I do.
Get it out, smack you. Anyway, we're excited to go tonight with a friend of ours, Armen, one of the co-owners of DAV. And before we get to it, folks, get yourself paper and pen. I want those. Make sure you always have paper and pen handy, so that you can write down all the information and stuff that Armen's going to be talking about tonight, stuff that we're going to be talking to you about tonight. So and if you don't get it, listen to the show again. Other than that, we're going to
listen to the show again anyway. Even if you
Ron, you're more optimistic than I am. The fact that you think people are going to sit down and take notes on what I have to say, that's pretty
Well,
encouraging.
Ron still works in the past where people actually used paper and pens. Now they don't even know what that is.
I
There's
mean,
that too.
Why don't you grab your cell phone, type in your notes, click the link, go to our sponsors, go to DAV Cigars, buy the cigars, and then we can start. Then you can get on the podcast.
You can join Ronnie in the tar pit.
Chris, it's a tough crowd, really. Tough crowd. I'm telling you. But anyway, get yourself a paper and pen, because some of them are watching them on their cell phones, so they can't go back and forth. Let them stay and listen at the same time. Come on. Anyway, let's get to our sponsors, and we have lots of new sponsors and a very interesting way of showing it to you this time around. So welcome.
I'm excited.
Yes, I am excited too. Kyle, take it away.
And back to you guys, and we'll get to the rest of our sponsors before the Stump the Chooch.
Absolutely.
Hold on a second. We got somebody. Bruce is saying that the show would sound better if it had sound. Are we not getting sound?
Something not happened on that, folks. We thanks for letting us know, Bruce.
No sound is not good.
No. but this is the first day, and so we've got to see what's going on with that. But we'll work out all the kinks. Like I said, tonight is a first of a lot of new things. So we'll get that together.
The Kinks,
Appreciated
good
that.
band, good band.
The Kinks, absolutely.
Kinks.
That was a hell of an intro, by the way. Cheers, man. You guys are really evolving. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, especially when it goes mute. That's
Just
a
came out of
special
the
part
sun.
of our intro is when you can't hear us. That's when we're at our best, Armen.
Oh, I was
that's
gonna
when
say
most
maybe
people
they'll
hear.
want me muted once I actually start talking. So that's oh, Barry Bones is listening, so I do have to behave. So
Oh, yes. yes.
Oh, yeah,
Watch your
Barry.
language, watch
Oh,
your
yeah,
language.
Barry's a troublemaker.
Barry's a priest. Gotta watch
yeah,
out.
but I love him.
Uh,
And of
Oh,
course, the
Dr.
Grand
Gabby
Poobah.
Caffey.
Gabby
Hola,
Caffey.
familia.
hello, doctor.
Great and honorable guest. Yes, thank you, Dr. Gabby. We got Brian McGuire from Oliva
Oh,
Cigars. All right. We got Brian. Oh, Mr. Kerr is also on. Hello there, Stokey. And
Well, a lot of our friends are on tonight.
everybody's checking us out. So thank you, everyone.
Thanks for joining in, man.
And we
So let
again,
me tell you, before I came on, about an hour before, Gabby and I wrapped up pre-recording another episode of our podcast, Protecting the Legacy. And of course, he's my bro, and you know, we always go back and forth with things. And he just kind of looked at me, great episode, because are you going to look like that for the show? Like, you're not going to, you know, clean up and put on a better shirt, and you know, what's your background going to look? I'm like, damn it. All right. You know what? So Gabby, new shirt, got my cigar, got the green screen with the backdrop, got the lighting, got the mic, got the camera for our good friends at the Great Lakes. So I am good to go.
Damn, you are Hollywood tonight.
Wow.
Hollywood. I'm going Hollywood.
Oh,
you know, we have to thank Gabby. Gabby, thank you very much for making Armen a GQ specialist
Yeah.
tonight.
Otherwise, I was going to be in my fluffy robe, probably propped up
I
in
thought it
bed with my
was-
laptop.
the t-shirt with the holes in it and stuff, you know?
Pretty much, yeah.
Full of burn marks.
I was waiting for him to come out like Kramer with the pink look. You know, I mean, you know, might have that little fedora and the cane and, you know, the mink jacket.
Well, it's good to have them on, I'll tell you that.
Oh, thanks, man. I missed you
buddy.
guys. I gotta say, I missed you guys. This pandemic really screwed things up, whether it's a trade show or even a personal trip and not going anywhere. This has been weighing heavy on me, man. At least you guys got to go to Florida, and cheers. You guys did a great job with that
Thank you.
for that event. But yeah, this is at least I get to somehow interact with you guys.
Well, you know,
True.
like Gabby said, image is everything. So he's teaching you about image.
This is true. And I need all the help I can get when it comes to image. I don't want to forget, you also, all of you have a very heartfelt hellos and how are yous from my partner Val, who was dying to be on, but he's a bit under the weather. So I told him I will pick up the slack, not to worry. So
I
he
hope
sends
he
his
feels
love to
better.
you guys.
But please
Yeah, he's
let
gonna
him
be
know
fine.
that we're thinking.
Yeah, tell him we're thinking about him and get better soon.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. That means a lot. Really appreciate
When are
that.
you going to see Dr. Gabby now? What day?
So, God willing, I leave Thursday. I'll be with him until the following Wednesday. So that's going to give us some time to really think of some neat new ideas, a collaboration or two.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. You don't even.
You heard it here first, folks.
You heard, actually,
Exclusive.
you did hear it first. In fact,
Nice.
I have a few of those for you. When you guys said you want me on, I said, you know what? I don't want to just come on and just go through the motions. I made sure that I had some announcements for you guys, which
Well,
I do.
breaking news, huh?
All right.
Yeah. So, but I'm going to let you guys lead the way, however you want to start
Okay,
things
so
off.
take it away.
Oh, shit.
Bob is lazy. That's called being lazy.
All right. If that's the way it is, then
No,
yeah, there's a lot of things going on, and believe it or not, some of it is actually includes you guys. So
Uh-oh.
Hey.
yeah, so
Oh.
behave yourselves.
We
Otherwise-
better be on our best behavior, Ron. Stop.
are they going to relocate us again?
Witness protection is sending us again to Arizona. I just got back.
I have some interesting names for you guys too, but that's for
Frank, you're
another
super
time.
loud, by the way.
Yeah, but those names we can't talk
Frank.
about, you know.
Yeah. What happened?
Super loud.
I don't even know where we
I'm
left
super
things
loud?
off,
Yeah.
man. Huh?
Very
that?
loud, Frank. Very
You're
loud.
getting distorted, I'm told.
Yeah.
All right. Is that good?
There you
A
go.
little
I don't
less.
know.
A little less.
How does that
Good.
sound, folks?
A little less.
All right.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
I must have been too excited. You guys
Oh,
forget.
that's perfect. Much better.
All right.
Much better. So you got him all excited, Armen. You know, you said
Right
something
away.
and,
Right away.
and it went to his head. He
Well, he's got a new guy on
I
here.
got a new guy. I
Yeah,
gotta,
new
you
guy.
know, I gotta deal with Chris
But for
here.
those of you who don't know me, my name's Chris. And for those of you who do know me but are half in the bag, my name's Chris.
There
And he's part of our group if you look at our heads.
Heads.
Oh, yeah.
He's part
Same
of the
barber.
Bald Head
Same
Society.
barber. I don't
It's a
have the
secret
same,
society.
broccoli here, but they, close. I'm trying to grow
Me
it.
and Kyle are holding out. If you haven't noticed,
So you're
We're
the
still-
young guys. That's why.
That's right.
You're the 40
That's right.
generation. You know, I mean, and when you get into the 60s or close to it.
But you know what? You know what? It's all good. Embrace it because Ron, another congratulations to you, brother, because you know you're family to me. I'm very, very excited for you and happy. God bless that you, in the very near future, are going to be a grandfather.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's actually nonno in Italian.
No. That means
So-
no.
Cheers
no.
to your daughter, your son-in-law. I wish them all the best, brother.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Of course,
Thank you. Thank you.
of course.
Yeah, it's exciting. She says May 13th, but what I saw yesterday, just as
We taking bets?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get a pool
You gotta get a
going. Where's
pool.
the pool? We need a
Where's the
cigar
baby pool?
Oh, okay. There we go. We got to think of that. Can we still do it? I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
it's
figure
close.
it out.
Yeah, you
My
can-
money goes into the factory and distribution and all that shit. I'm out of that pool, man.
Oh, we accept cigars as part of the pool.
All right,
Doesn't have to
if
be
I can
cash
barter with
donations.
cigars, we can go with that.
We can do that. Yeah, and Barry Bones says he's starting a new Facebook page called Bald Headed Cigar Smokers.
Oh,
I
That's
like
hilarious.
I like
All
that
right,
one.
let's do it, Barry. We'll do it.
I like that one.
I
You've got
guess
4
I'm out.
members right here.
Yeah. I guess I'm out. I can't
It's a
join.
good group.
Yeah, I'm
Kyle,
not-
get the
wait
exact
a
number
minute.
we can make you look bald, and you
Yeah,
know,
you get
No,
the
no,
bowl cap.
no,
You gotta
no.
get the bowl cap.
No, I'm making my own group, and it's called the People with Hair Cigar Group. Okay.
Now I have
don't
a
have
question.
many
Do you have to
people.
be naturally bald? Like, what if somebody actually shaves their head? Does that count?
yeah, that's
Oh,
fine. We'll let him in.
That's
We'll let him
fine.
in. No
Okay.
problem.
I mean, I shave the sides, you know.
I shave everything. I shave
A
everything.
little bit, a little off the sides, right? Just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little buzz.
Sides.
You gotta shave everything though. If you start with your head, you gotta keep going, man.
You gotta go straight down.
Oh, we're
Full
out.
body
Full
shave.
body.
Too much sweat down there.
Well, now,
Oh.
Hey, let's get focused here.
Hold on.
Armen got
we were
us.
focused.
Armen got us off the rails.
It's Armen.
how did I get you guys? I was
It's
talking
Armen's fault.
DAV. All of a sudden, it turned into I don't know what about clubs. And,
I mean, Ishmael is from BAMF Cigars here. He says it's just he should start one called Just for Men works too, you know, for the bonus.
Just for men, we are
That's Rogaine.
Rogaine.
Okay.
All right.
I call it no game.
information. There we go. All
Let's
right.
get back into
Let's get
cigars, though.
take it away.
I don't even know where I left things off with you guys, man. I don't even know how I started off and where I
You
ended
said
up.
you were going to announce a lot
We're
of them.
supposed to bury the body. That's where we left off. What is so what that
Off the
get
air.
that
That's
done?
off the air. That's off the air. All right, you know. Yeah, man. I mean, I spoke to Val before I got on, and some of the things I guess is that you guys have already familiar. You guys are familiar with our different blends and stuff, but for the past couple of years, we've been working on three more that are coming out.
Nice.
They've been aging. These really took a lot of time and effort because they're blends unlike anything that we've brought to market so far. To the point right now, we haven't even given them final names yet. We're working on the names. We pretty much have the artwork done. Of course, I promise that when they're stateside, your guys are getting them right out of the gate.
Beautiful.
Nice.
But I mean, as far
Thank
as
you.
new and exciting DAV stuff, we have 3 blends coming out. We've actually now are in the process of transitioning to the retail side of things too. So also in the very near future, people will be able to go to our website and purchase.
Nice.
Good, very
So
good.
yeah, that's something that we're very excited about.
It's not ready, the website, though, is it?
No, it's still it's under construction. We have a great team working overseas. Actually, these guys were referred to me by my cousin. They're in Armenia, believe it or not.
Awesome.
And they're doing a tremendous job. I'm very excited to see the final version of it. So you know how tedious that is. You're kind of going through the layout and how you want it to look and all that stuff. It's interesting. It's intriguing. It's also nerve-wracking.
Can we ask what kind of blends they are?
That's exactly what I was going
So one thing that we decided to, let's say, add, because you've had our mestizo, we've got the San Andreas wrapper, we've used Habana wrappers and things of that sort. We kind of wanted to give our cigars a little bit more edge, a little bit more punch. So we decided to go with some Nicaraguan filler.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'll tell you that much. Yeah. This is going to be on a whole other level, and we've been aging the hell out of it. So you guys are going to get a serious lineup of cigars from us.
Awesome.
Do you have any
Very
tasting
nice.
profiles yet? Like pepper
Soon
or
enough.
earth or anything? You have tasting profiles?
Definitely earthy, definitely oak, definitely hints of chocolate as well.
Oh,
Very
nice.
subtle.
Oh,
Nice.
But
Very
with
nice.
that Liero, with the Nicaraguan filler, you're still gonna get that little oomph.
A little bit of kick. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. And we decided what we wanted to do is just have something a bit stronger. Nothing overbearing, because we don't
Right.
want to have that cigar where you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
yeah, no,
Jesus.
you don't want to drop dead from it.
Yeah.
No, exactly. So it was kind of
No.
fine tuning that where it's not too strong, but you're still going to get a nice kick in the pants.
Nice.
Different sizes going to be available, or
What's that?
sizes? Are you going to have a different sizes available for that?
Definitely. Val and I said it would be nice to have them in a Toro,
Nice.
a Robusto to start for sure,
Right.
and we'll kind of see where we go from there.
How about a Gordo?
Gordo.
What's that?
Engage.
Yeah, for
Gordo
sure,
right
for sure. I would love to. Last year, if you remember, we did those limited Lanceros with the
Yes.
Aristocrat and the
Yeah.
Mestizo. So we want to
Right.
bring maybe another limited edition of Lanceros, maybe in the new blends or something else, because I know Lanceros hit home with a lot of people who really understand and appreciate
Mhm.
different vitolas and what the Lancero brings to a cigar.
Right.
So that's really exciting. So that, the website, and now the other bomb that I have to drop on you
Yeah,
guys.
MA, baby, let it
Hold on to your drink.
I got to get my drink.
Hold on.
Salute.
Hold on. Let me
Yeah.
intro you in here.
All right, we're here. We're ready. Ready for cheers.
Ready? So mark this on your calendars. If the stars align properly, on August the 14th of this year, you guys are going to have to hightail your asses to Indiana to
Okay.
our
Josh.
boy Josh's establishment, Cedar
Oh.
Creek,
Go. That's
all
the
right.
one I was talking about.
where we will be having our first BCA, Boutique Cigar Association weekend. You want to call it a festival,
nice.
an event, whatever you want to
Wow.
call it.
August
Nice.
14th, right?
August the 14th.
All
Yes.
right.
So
Good.
right
Thank you.
now
Okay.
we have put together a committee like no other. I mean, we have some heavy hitters on there, really hardworking, passionate people. We're very blessed to have such a crew. And we want to pull out the stops, and this will be something to really get the BCA name out there, for one thing. Two, I think there really has to be a type of event that does really and genuinely cater to boutiques, where you don't have to kind of sit in your little 10 by 10 booth and then do one of these and look at a skyscraper of a booth next to you, like, holy shit.
Right.
You kind of feel like there's an equal playing ground for everybody.
Right.
And you don't have to break the bank, and you don't have to feel out of place, and we embrace everybody. And this will be the catalyst for others, because while we're doing this, we're also brainstorming future events, and one in particular which we would love to have after this is one in South Florida. I don't think you guys in Illinois would mind going to Florida if it's a cold winter month, right?
I'm there.
List the dates.
As long as it's in the winter, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
February is always a good time for us to run.
Look, I'm in New York. I feel you. So the colder the month, the happier I'll be for that event. But August 14th, I'm excited because I know you guys are familiar with Josh. What's that?
Will that only be a one-day event, or is that going to be? I guess
so. We're looking to make it a weekend thing, and definitely the night before have some kind of a
pre-party
VIP welcoming event.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
So we got
everything.
Don't invite Ronnie and Bob. Only me.
Anybody who's
Like there goes the neighborhood kind of thing.
What about
guy out? Put him out.
What?
I'm traveling the furthest. I gotta travel a long way, so that's why I get the first invite.
You want to cut us out? Well, then we got Josh on next week, just to let you know. So,
you know what? Then he'll do justice to that portion of it. But I can tell you, well, I mean, his place is just out of this world, because it's a brewery, it's a distillery.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many different
I'll
spirits
go.
and beers that he has, because I always lose track. Just to give you an idea of the property itself, during the summer months, they actually host outdoor concerts that bring in on average 2,000 people.
Wow.
Okay.
He's got fishing there too, right?
You've got fishing, you've got the lake, you've got the distillery, the brewery, you've got the concert venue, and boom, right in the middle of all this, we're doing our BCA event.
His own cigar line. Was it
beautiful?
Cedar Creek.
Cedar Creek cigars he has.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, God bless him. He has been he's been so enthusiastic about it. You can really tell. And he's really taken the reins, which we so appreciate and respect, to make this the best possible event that it can be. And we were talking, obviously, it's very important to have the event covered leading up to the actual day.
Okay. We'll get that set up for you guys.
Great Lakes.
Absolutely.
So talking about it is one thing. And of course, we were all discussing having you guys be present, and also like you do at PCA to cover it. So
absolutely,
we'll be there.
If you guys are game, we want you there.
We're there.
Absolutely.
I think we're game.
We're there.
You don't have to twist the arm.
Already there.
Yeah,
I'm going. See
all
ya.
right.
August 14th, Kyle, make sure you take off.
No, we gotta be there beforehand.
So yeah, we gotta be there before that. Yeah, we'll talk to Josh next week, and we'll talk to him about hotels.
So we'll get there on the 10th.
Oh shit!
We want to
Wow.
sample the brewery. We want to check everything out.
Of course, just from a technical aspect,
Absolutely.
right?
We gotta hear the acoustics and
Right, the wind factor
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I understand.
Yeah,
I
we
understand.
pass a lot of
Hello,
wind.
Mike. Don't worry about it. So let me ask you, what kind of are you open to vendors too? Is this or only boutique cigars? Or let's say
We
have
are.
a friend Alan
are.
Coles, who does he has lighters and stuff like that, and
Does a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
We are open to vendors.
You know Alan? He's out of New York too.
no,
Who is?
Alan's out of Buffalo
Well,
Grove.
No, that's right. No, I'm
he's
sorry.
here.
Yeah.
Alan's here.
Are you making things up again?
Bob
Yes.
always does.
He's
Always
getting old.
does.
He's
Bob
getting old.
sometimes goes on to a different. That's the acid that he did back in the 60s.
1860s. Make sure you say it right.
I forgot. Thanks for clearing that up, Ron.
Oh my God. But not only is it going to be open to vendors, but it will also be, more importantly, it's a place where the boutiques can really showcase their amazing cigars. And we'll also have the ability to sell our cigars, which I think is phenomenal.
All right. So we know a lot of boutique guys. We got even we got a friend Brad Berger out in Arizona hanging out with.
He's part of it.
Yes,
He's part of it, huh?
Brad. Okay, so he's coming too.
How about
I know-
Karen?
And good. So we'll get
Karen
all that
Berger, we might
next
have
week.
to get her
How
involved.
and who do we touch base with to get involved? How are they going to find out and get involved?
Well, what something of this magnitude obviously really requires a lot of what's the word I'm looking for?
Coordination.
Marketing. Well, if you want to use that word. We have a couple of people on the committee in charge of social media, because I said we have to set up for the BCA, like a BCA event page. So we'll have something on Instagram, we'll have something on Facebook, we'll have something on Twitter, a site where people can go, like other big trade shows, right? You go to the site and everything is there. So we're going to have that. You mentioned Brad, of course, he's there. A lot of the BCA guys, Alex Spencer with the Monza and so on and so forth. Everybody wants to bring their participation, because everybody feels like this is so much better suited for us.
Right.
I'm excited, man. From the West Coast, we even have Gato from Gato Cigars. We've got Gina Rogers, Gina Cigars.
Oh yeah.
Looks like we'll even have David Blanco.
Oh really?
So
Okay.
yeah, I mean,
How about Spencer's? Art going to be on?
what's that?
Art, is he coming on?
I'm hoping, yes. I know he's interested. Yes, I'm sure we'll get him out there. If
Yeah,
not,
we're going to try to line him
we'll
up
make
for
him.
the date for a May to get him on May.
we'll make him come out there.
And then
I
Karen
think we
Berger
can get
too.
Karen Berger could get
Karen
on.
Berger. Yep.
Oh,
With,
100%.
Yeah.
I met her a couple of times at IPCPR, but I know that Gabby has a better
Yes,
closer
We've had a close
relationship.
relationship.
And I'm looking at Barry's thing. He's saying I will talk to Karen and Bruce this weekend. So hey man, thank you, bro.
I'll
I
be with
appreciate
Bruce in
that.
2 weeks.
And by the way, you know who else is listening right now?
Uh-oh.
Who else? Who else?
I swear, our most loyal, amazing I don't even want to say fan, because he's a friend and he's
Australian
a bro
man.
now.
Our
From
Australian.
Australia, the man, the myth, the
Mr. Mike
legend, Mike
himself.
Pritchard.
Yes,
Mike.
Mike
Yeah.
is a follower of ours too. So
Please keep in mind that it's 14 hours ahead, and
Yeah.
he's tuning in and how he comes on every Friday night for our herfs,
it's
which
early
is
afternoon over there.
So he watches
Yeah.
our Wednesday show.
for once. I'm actually
Yes.
going to
The Wednesday
compliment
show.
Ronnie. I'm going to throw him a compliment. He actually has come on once or twice on the herf, but somehow I don't see the rest of you hopping on, man. It's
Oh,
Friday's a tough night. Friday's a tough night.
Friday's
It's,
tough.
but I'm there. You
I'm-
know I'm there.
I
I
must,
know you are.
I
know
must have
you are.
missed my invitation.
Just
in the mail.
saying. I'm just
All right,
saying.
twist my arm.
All right.
It's twisted. Let me
The beauty of it is we
Right,
start
let me-
around 8. It goes to about 10:30, 11, but you can hop on, you can hop off, whatever you have to do. It's us being us, and just laid back and having a good time.
just hanging out.
Not like this show, which is very professional and very technical.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
don't have to worry about
Yeah.
structure. You
It's
don't have
nice
to
to be
worry
able to
about
be yourself.
exactly. And if you get too out of hand, we can always go off Facebook Live, and which
Yes.
has happened quite a few times. So no worries.
Or you just make
Yeah.
a living hell for the editor.
He's
Yeah,
not
something
worrying
like
about
that.
it. They're themselves. They're doing what they want to do. No editing involved. There was some interesting verbiage used on Friday night, and it was good. And Gabby just killed us off of Facebook and just hung out with Zoom.
Yeah, he's got his finger on the button whenever it's not. He's ready to go when need be. Now you guys talked about it's you just hit me with an idea, because you're in Illinois.
Mhm.
What the hell is up with your state, man?
It sucks.
Same garbage that's happening with your state.
Yeah, but you guys have it worse. I mean, who's
I
that?
don't know about
The
that.
representative who's trying to pass a bill that literally changes the federal tax code,
Yep.
whereby premium cigars
Yep.
would be taxed like cigarettes. Are you out of your mind?
Oh yeah.
I mean, do you realize that our taxes would go up 1,000%?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's
if
it.
that starts with Illinois, there's going to be a domino effect.
Every blue
So-
state will jump in on it.
Well, I heard he's already talking to Como.
Let me tell you, I would not be surprised for one. And,
He
and
put a
number
dress
two,
on though to talk to him.
you know what? Timing is perfect, right? The PCA did something very smart. They now have full-time, they have Glenn Loop, formerly of CRA, the executive director, who's now the full-time director of state and local advocacy. I can't think of a better guy. I can't think of anybody more suited, more knowledgeable, more experienced, and it's happening at the right time. And I know they're trying to tackle this because we have to nip that in the bud, because to me, that's just as scary as what the FDA was trying to do.
Well, there's
before
also
we were
a
able to kind of get over
33%
that.
floor tax now.
Well,
Huh?
it's
A
each state.
30% floor tax.
Yeah, it's just mind-boggling what they try to do to the premium cigar industry, with the average lifespan of a cigar smoker being 88, and then but it's
Right.
okay to have vapes, pens, legalizing marijuana,
Marijuana, yeah, that's
cigarettes.
okay.
All that is, but I almost said it.
Oh,
Phenomenal.
I would have done some work. Nice going. You caught yourself.
You don't know how hard it was for me to not say that right now.
It's okay. You could say it. It's all right. We say it all the time.
All right, good to know, because
Yeah.
so far I
And
think
I'm like,
two or
beep,
three
beep,
times now
beep,
I've
beep, beep, beep.
literally held back.
And
But
let's not forget the really good stuff that's coming from, the southern border, the fentanyl and all that good stuff.
oh, of course, no, that's fine though.
That's the
That's
good
fine.
stuff. We won't even touch
Oh,
that.
they got a pipeline right into the country for that stuff.
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
premium cigars.
This is top
that's
line.
the taboo, right?
Dangerous stuff.
Skull and crossbones.
Yeah, this is very.
Oh yeah,
Poison,
fentanyl and
man.
all that other shit. I mean,
And
but
it
when we're
corrupts-
talking about
corrupts the
pure
youth.
natural binder wrapper filler,
Oh yeah,
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
it corrupts the youth. I mean, we got to be careful.
So I got a question for you, Armen.
What's up?
We've been getting a lot more new people onto our show here, and a lot more than when you first came on. Why don't you tell us about two friends with their passion of cigar going to the Dominican Republic and making this company of yours?
The
What you-
I
beginning.
actually had to think about it for a minute. But I'm like, I don't have any friends.
Friends.
That's not
Who are
true.
you friends with?
Oh, Gabby's your friend. We're your
Oh, of
friend.
course, that's my bro. I love all you guys. No, I'm very blessed when it comes to people in my life. That's for sure. Val, wow, Val, I can do a whole podcast on Val.
All right, the floor is yours.
But
The-
I actually met him through the Armenian community in New York when he first moved to New York. I know he was a West Coaster when he first came to the States. Came out to New York. He's got about 10 years on me, whatever. So I was about 10 years old. So for me, I always looked up to him. He was a community leader, a mentor to say the least. Tremendous respect, and he always had that same mutual respect for my family, who've always been involved. My grandfather, he knew my grandfather, my father, rest their souls. So that was really the beginning of the relationship we had, and we've served on committees and boards together. It was actually one of those weekends where we had a meeting, I think it was Philadelphia or whatever, and he said, all right, we've got a break coming up. How about a cigar? I was like, yeah, could you really? Because I've been smoking this since I'm 17, right? So we're talking 30 plus years. Val has been smoking for forever and a day. Me being in a real estate background, Val from the car industry, and we just kind of chatted about the whole thing. It's like, try this cigar. I get it from this little factory. A guy brings it to me. It's from the Dominican. Let me know what you think. It's okay. Because I'm really interested in the business. I was like, I've always been intrigued too, because you guys know this. There's no other industry like the cigar business, right? So it started really with that one conversation, and that became the catalyst to, all right, maybe we should actually do something about this and see where we can go with it. And then next thing you know, a trip to DR, meeting with Dico, Pedro Fermin, who is the third generation master blender of Tabacalera, our factory, Remembranza. And from the beginning, we just hit it off, just one-on-one, down to earth, very humble, great at his craft. And it was perfect for us because we wanted that experience, and we're new. And the idea of taking another small boutique company, I guess, or the factory, and growing alongside with it, that was the ideal dream. So, oh my God, how could this, be? And then, of course, going through many blends, I'm like, all right, but, we want serious cigars, only long filler. I mean, we want to compete with the big boys, right? Eventually. Mm-hmm. So we started playing with different blends. And so now Val and I are like, I guess we're doing this, right? So starting slow overseas, little private blends and things of that nature until we were ready. All right, now we have to bring DAV, our cigars, to the masses. Let's see what we can do. Fast forward 4 years of all the happiness, the frustration, the disappointment, the excitement. This is an industry, you go through all those emotions, but man, do you meet the most incredible people. You go to a lounge or you don't know who you're talking to, and they just turn out to be these incredible people, whether it's what they do or their own personal story. And look, if it weren't for this, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be talking. Who knows if we would ever meet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, if it wasn't for Kafie, you wouldn't be here.
And I loved her anyway, but I love her even more for doing this because you guys have brought so much joy in my life, and you guys have always been so supportive, and we hope to always do the same. So the brothers and sisters of the leaf, there's I don't think there's any other community quite like it. So
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the D in the AV? Talk about.
So third generation, right? We call him Dico. That's his name. Everybody calls him Dico. You can figure out the A and the V, right?
Yeah, we got it.
I think so.
I can keep it clean. It's a family show. Go ahead.
Listen, up until now, I've heard it all, so nothing is going to shock me. Yeah.
So talk about Dico. A little bit about him.
He is, sometimes when a person walks into a room or they give you a smile or whatever, you can kind of tell that they're just an honest, genuine soul, humble and down to earth, but also because of who they are, they command respect. Because when you're in a small village, when you're in Villa Gonzalez, where the factory is, I pay close attention, and whether people walking by, driving by, riding by, whatever, they always would make sure to stop and properly greet him. And I'm like, okay, that's nice. Not because they were forced to, or not out of like, oh, hi, it's Dico. No, it was always like, happy to see the guy. Very humble, as I said, and he is just amazing at what he does. Some of the blends that he just comes up with, you're just astonished. I respect, I'm in awe, and I wish I could do that. I wish I had that background of physically being able to blend and roll and all that stuff. So that was part of the reason I got into the industry, smoking 30 years, and I've always been so fascinated by the whole process, from where Kyle is, from the tobacco leaves are growing to harvesting to fermenting to rolling to aging, that whole thing, man. That's why I think the next step for all of you guys is to visit a factory. And really,
we can't wait.
There's nothing like it. It'll change everything that understand, and how you feel. about the industry. And when you see these men and women and what they do and how it's their life, it's their livelihood, but it's also their passion and
passion
just
is incredible. I was in
I just have a
Cuba
question.
a while ago, and the passion was incredible. We went out to a little place, a little farm where they were growing tobacco. And they showed us the fermentation process, how they actually picked it, dried it, rolled it, and we smoked cigars right there. They were phenomenal, really good. But he had it down pat, and that was a very poor area that we're in. So I'm sure if there's any money behind it, that it'd be a fantastic investment.
Yes, sir. Nothing like it, man. Nothing like it.
How are we going to get a G in with the DAV?
A G? Who's the G?
Gabby Kafie.
Gabby?
Oh,
he heard that, man. Oh, who's the G? Gabby. I
Slam.
Show for tonight, folks.
So, it's funny because I guess you were kind of honing in on what I said at the top of the hour.
We heard.
So we've talked about it for a while. Look, Gabby's one of the best things that came out of me being in the cigar industry is Gabby, bar none. If he were to quit cigars and say, I'm going into making those little umbrellas for mixed drinks, I'd be with him. I'd support him. Or putting plastic tips on shoelaces.
A lot of money in that.
Thumbs up. So it's twofold, of course, from a business aspect. I think it would be tremendous because his knowledge, his experience, everything he brings to the cigar industry is one thing. And it's also the fact that we're very like-minded, not only on a business level, but on a philosophical level, personal level. Obviously, because one of the proudest things for me is to be part of the BCA, which he founded. It speaks to me. It's dear to me. So there's that aspect. And it would be a business collaboration, but it would be personal, right? You get that at the same time.
Absolutely.
So I'm excited for it. I think between our factories, who we have in our factory rolling and blending, and the amazing people that he has and he's introduced me to, it was only natural. I mean, it was very organic for us to get to that point where it's like, you know what? We're going to blow up this industry and we're going to start collaborating on different blends. And we're going to just wow the shit out of everybody out there when we bring these things to market. So we're kind of at that point, and I'm just elated. Of course, that will be a topic of conversation when I'm down at Casa de Kafie. And you know what? You guys should come on the Herf because it's going to be cool that I'll actually be able to be on the Herf with him side by side.
Okay.
So maybe on that Friday night we'll join in.
Yeah.
Kyle, you got to get home early.
By the way, here's another FYI. The very next day, we were talking about Alan Rouleau. He's actually going to be down there too.
Oh my God!
Oh, wow,
nice.
Yeah,
it just worked out that way. He didn't plan it because I was going to be with Gabby. He's visiting his father. I understand his father is he's 90 plus or he's around that. Just I haven't seen him. This COVID really screwed things up. So he was going to visit his dad. So he's like, hey, wait a minute. You guys are going to be down there. We have to get together. So that's Saturday. But yeah, there's we're going to try to consistently bring new and exciting things to market. So I'm just really amped about it.
That's
So
awesome.
will you be using some of the Honduras tobaccos in
everything, man? We're gonna that's the fun part where we will get our hands on any and every tobacco we can think of, like mad scientists, and really just have at it to just wow everybody. Yeah, we're Honduran, Dominican, Nicaraguan, Mexican,
African.
You got to get the African there.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, here's your
So that's going to
table.
be a lot of fun.
I got your line. KCK. There you go. You got that, right?
You know what? It's funny is that I'm also looking at Gabby's and Mike's.
Sending you.
What'd you say?
KCK.
What's KCK?
What's all your last initials?
That's like Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Who's Casey? Oh, okay. I'm a little slow on the tape.
Wow. Man, you must be a New Yorker. You're slow.
Yeah. So, yeah, man.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
I wanted to take a step back. We were talking about the blending. When you start to sit down and say we're going to develop a new cigar, going through that blending process and of course trying all these different things, what would you say the average is on different blends before you actually get to that aha moment where you say this is the one we're going to put out? How long do you think that process takes, and how many blends do you think you actually go through?
Interesting question. I guess it really first starts off with a conversation of do we want to bring something on the mild side, more of a full body, kind of like figure out that range, right? And it's sometimes hard because it's natural for you to think of how I would like a cigar to taste because it's not necessarily what you would like, or the masses. Because look, at the end of it, it's our company, it's our business, and we want to bring something that is going to appeal to the consumer. So you have to think of what the consumer wants to.
Right.
Yeah.
But you definitely have to start with, all right, I want something that's either gonna be something just very light, or is it gonna knock me on my ass after the third puff? And then you kind of think of, all right, I like these particular profiles. I like certain tobaccos. Why don't we start with them and just really start blending and just have at it. Make a few, smoke a few, go back to the drawing board. Sometimes you find one that's like, oh my God, you nailed it. Other times it's, all right, there's too much spice. There's too much white pepper, or it's kind of bitter, or it's too light or too strong. You're going to go through that. So be ready to wake up at the crack of dawn, get your day started, ideally on an empty stomach, cleanse your palate, get to the factory and start smoking away.
You sound like Mike starts smoking at 8 a.m. in the morning listening to our show.
Mike is a different breed, and Mike is just awesome.
He is.
That's it. That's all I have to say. I don't have to say anything else about Mike. Except that he has plenty of notice. I think you're all in agreement that after a certain time, he has to suck it up, get on a plane, and actually get out here, right?
Yeah.
I would think so. Yeah.
Right.
It's a quick flight over.
Yeah, 24 hours.
Yeah.
Sure.
If he starts swimming now, he could probably get to Indiana in about August.
I'll tell you one thing. The only way I would do a flight like that is if they actually bring back the Concorde.
Yeah. That's the way.
Otherwise,
meet
me halfway. Meet me somewhere else.
Well, for you, Hawaii,
a 3-hour flight is more than I can bear right now. I can't imagine spending an entire day on a plane. No.
Oh, no way. Not me. So,
not unless you have one of those.
I hope that helped
recline
answer the question about the blending. I mean, sometimes it happens quickly, sometimes it doesn't, but to me, that's the most fun.
I would think so. Yeah.
That's definitely the most fun, because you're like, a mad scientist or like a chef trying to come up with a new dish or however you want to put it. And then you just kind of play with it until you have your final result and run with it. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, so do you have anything? Can you get to the DR right now if you guys had to travel? Or is that closed off for you?
Up until now, it's been pretty tough, but it's at a point where we can. Val was actually planning a trip over the next couple of weeks. Might postpone that for a little bit, but it should be okay. It should be okay.
Can you travel there without getting these cootie shots, or do you have to have that too now?
Oh, you know what? I can't even. I couldn't. Yeah, the cootie shot, exactly. Which I'm not crazy about. I'll be very vocal about that.
No.
well, me neither.
But I have that feeling. I have that suspicion that at some point they're going to be like, well, you're going to have to get it. So.
Hey, Armen, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So when you do your blending, how do you know? I mean, you guys really like it. You find something that you really like. How do you know the masses, everybody else who smokes, like everybody like us consumers, how do you know we're going to like it? Do you do like focus groups, or do you do like a pre-release, or how do you figure that?
We do that. I mean, these guys also know that, we'll send out cigars to, whether it's a
Nice
podcast.
guys like us.
Yeah,
Nice
go.
guys
Of
like us.
course, exactly. Retailers, regular consumers, things of that nature. We do that. But after a while, it gets a little tricky, because I could love a cigar that you might hate,
Right.
Yeah, right.
and vice versa. But you kind of get a general idea, and you also get to a certain point with experience to what a good cigar should be. Look, let's go back to basic things, right? You want premium, long filler, hand-rolled cigars. You want to make sure that your fermentation is on point, right? Because it's all about that.
Can't rush it.
You could think of a great flavored cigar. You can think of the profile, but if you're not getting the basics down, you're screwed.
Right.
Construction.
So
I
you
would
get to a certain point for the construction. Sorry, you're kind of breaking up.
Yeah, you're breaking up really bad.
Yeah, it has to be really, construction is first. Construction is key.
Yeah, and
Construction is
starts
key, right?
with the fermentation. Once you have the cigar, it's all about aging. You get to a certain point where, look, that somebody might not necessarily like a certain profile, but they can't look at it and say, wow, what a shitty cigar. It doesn't burn well. Look how it's wrapped. Look how veiny it is. As soon as I start getting towards the end, it's burning my fingers. There are things that those are a must with every cigar, every single time, every cigar in every box, period, end of story.
Cigar 101.
Once you have that, then really it's like anything else, man. It's like wine. It's like whatever.
Well, I think it starts with the proper aging, though, because
Of course.
I don't remember what cigar it is, and we won't get into specifics, but Frank and I had experienced smoking a cigar that I don't think was aged properly. Frank, you'll probably remember what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it basically it's like ammonia.
Ammonia was still coming through the leaf. It was horrible. It was like,
tell me that was not the most bitter taste ever.
Oh,
it was
terrible.
horrible. Absolutely horrible. We could not smoke it. We put maybe 4 or 5 puffs, and we had to put the cigar out.
Yeah, if it's not a good cigar and that's what you're experiencing,
oh man,
you're not going to get a prize for finishing it. I mean, just toss it. Don't even waste your time.
We did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
We let Ronnie
it's key
smoke
to
that one.
Yeah.
What's that?
Ronnie,
We let Ronnie smoke that one.
It's like the life
can't
cereal.
taste
Give it to Ronnie. He
Yeah.
likes it. He likes
I
anything,
did.
right?
I do it all the time.
give it to Ronnie.
Ronnie is
Poor
like
Ronnie.
Mikey.
Poor Ronnie.
Give it to Ronnie. He'll taste
Give
anything.
it to Ronnie. He'll smoke it.
The abuse, Armen, the abuse. I'm a saint dealing with these guys.
You've got thick skin, buddy. You've got thick skin. That's all.
It just floats right off the shoulder, really.
I'm the youngest, but I definitely deliver the most,
hard hits to us
Hard-
elder.
Wow.
He has
All
no
right.
respect for the old.
No, I don't have any respect for these old bastards.
Yeah, Frank can be an asshole sometimes.
I'm still the youngest.
So I guess it should make for an interesting trip to Indiana, I suppose,
Oh,
huh?
absolutely.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be fun, man.
I'm going to bring Chris with me to give me, he'll be my buffer.
Yeah, I'll be the one smoking the ammonia cigars.
Yeah, we'll give it to
You
Chris.
are, all right. Give it to Chris. That's all. I'm glad. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that.
I'm taking a
so
bullet
funny.
for you there, bud.
I love it.
Gotta add a little extra. Soak the box, you know.
Poor Ronnie.
Oh, believe me, you don't see half the stuff they get.
I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy.
I
Not
love
to
you.
worry.
Well,
But yeah, man.
So when are these going to be released? Are you going to have anything ready for
The show.
Vegas?
Well, I'll be very honest with you. We are not going to be present at Vegas this year. We're definitely taking a step back. I don't know how COVID's going to play out. I don't know how the show is going to play out. I mean, after being canceled last year,
Right.
I know a lot of big names are still not attending. A couple of weeks ago, I reported on TPE because 12 other prominent companies backed out of TPE. Intertabac was canceled. Pro Cigars was canceled. So honestly, right now, and look, it's also, I'm being very open and honest, and Gabby and I talk about this all the time. ROI, return on investment.
Right.
To kind of go there and spend a fortune and then just kind of sit
You don't
there.
look right.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Which is also the reason that really urged and pushed us to do a BCA event, which is
Right.
how many
Makes
venues
sense.
do you
What
think
about
you
your
can hold
release?
there?
What, you have a release date on the cigars yet?
no, I do not, but once we do,
We'll be first.
Great
to know.
Lakes will know about it.
Excellent.
Do you think you'll have it ready for your show?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
There
Very
you
good.
go.
definitely.
We know it'll be released August 14th.
There we go.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there it is.
Well, that's
There you
exciting.
go.
Heard it here, folks. First. Heard it here first.
Oh,
There you go.
We tricked you into saying it.
No, it's all good.
You know,
It's
we
only
could
between
lose
us
Armin
girls
next
here,
week
so.
somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean or the Key West when he goes fishing with Gabby.
I love it. I absolutely
Armin,
love
I
it.
have to say, you know, Frank Termian, the cigars, I never had one until maybe a year ago or so, and there are some smokes.
You,
No, I
break-
like
You
it. They're one of
broke
my
up
new favorites.
completely.
you broke up. We
Yeah.
couldn't hear
Say
you.
that again. You froze.
well,
you
I can't
broke
help it.
up.
My internet. I didn't pay my internet bill.
Ah,
Slowed down my.
What do you have? Dial up, man? Where are you, bro?
he's using his neighbor's internet.
You got to wear like an aluminum
Not funny.
phone and hold a metal rod.
Listen, I got the ocean
The ocean's
behind me.
behind us.
I'm getting interference from the waves.
And you're not going to blame that on Ronnie now, are you?
Blame everything.
Ronnie, you know it's your fault, dude. You know it is.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No, if you can hear me, what I said was Frank turned me on to your cigars about a year ago to DAV's. Awesome smokes. I've never had one before, and now it's one of my go-to cigars.
He never had blah, 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 blah. I never had a good cigar again.
I got the compliment. I got the first part
That's
of it.
called. He's under
I'm
the
going under the
ocean.
water.
He said he's never had a
That's exactly what it sounded
DAV.
like.
That's a
I
new.
think he likes them.
It's a new filter I
Yeah,
installed,
that's
Armin.
all
Yeah. It's a-
And I appreciate that. And that means a lot. At the end of the day, that's probably the greatest compliment any cigar manufacturer can hear. So cheers, man. Enjoy. I
Thank you.
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
That's that new
That's
filter I
amazing.
installed, Armin. So anytime they were about to say something bad, it immediately goes crackle on, so you can't hear it.
I love
Oh,
it.
the Frank Crackle.
Release
Oh,
crackle.
And if anybody,
you know what Gabby's doing? I swear
Yeah,
the guy
he-
never stops. He
listening,
actually
go ahead, talk to him. I was just going to say it. Go ahead.
he actually included the URL for it, drinkatthecreek.com.
Oh, there it is.
About Josh and Cedar Creek.
Right.
Right. And Bruce Stark wanted to know where in Indiana. We Kyle set him up, but thanks, Gabby. You gave everybody to find out. So that was good.
100%.
See everybody
I'm
there.
so excited because that venue alone just sounds like the perfect spot for this event.
How many vendors or cigar companies or stuff can they
Representatives, maybe?
Well, God knows he's got the property. I mean, if you could hold a concert for 2,000 people, we're just working out the logistics as to what we're gonna charge for vendors and things like that. So we're kind of working that out.
If he's got property like that, he'd probably put a 6,000 square foot tent like we have at the Chicago Pipe Show, and you can get vendors on the outside and everybody hanging out in the middle.
Yeah, something like that. That's what we're envisioning. So I'm really stoked about it. I really am. This is like a dream where we could all come together and have an event that's really for us.
Yes.
And it's not a spectacle. It's not a traveling circus. I don't have to bring in a dancing bear to entertain retailers. I mean, it's just crazy.
You got the costume, I'll wear it.
Oh my God, you guys won't believe this. Ron Pecorini is watching.
That's it. Hey, Bob,
really say that?
Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
I think Bob. Hey, what do you think, Armen? I want to get Bob to set up a table and sell his 800 pipes that he owns.
Oh yeah,
900, but who's counting?
Yeah,
900. He's up to 900 now.
Now let me ask a very important question. Are they sealed or have they been used?
They've been gently used.
They've
been appreciated.
Well, that's a hard pass. No, I'm kidding.
Well taken care of.
So in your new venture with Gabby, think about probably producing a pipe tobacco.
Oh,
Look at you.
Yeah.
I want to be part of you, man. I want you.
Ron wants to get a cut. All Ronnie's looking for is a cut. That's what he's doing.
I want to be involved. I want to be involved. You know that.
That's really interesting, actually. The funny thing is, I don't know why I didn't get into it at a younger age, because my uncles smoked pipes, and even as a kid, man, I loved being around the smoke of a pipe. It was just, and it's funny because right around the same time I started smoking cigars, very briefly I got into pipes, but by that point there was nobody really to guide me and really teach me about pipe tobacco and properly
packing the pipe.
Yeah, but I mean, I remember vanilla, the gold, the cherry, and having those flavors around me, and I was always like, wow, it's yummy.
Well, we're gonna bring you one and some tobacco. We'll teach you.
I would like that. I wouldn't mind that.
Absolutely.
Can I get like the Sherlock Holmes one, the really big one that curls?
Ronnie has those.
Calabash.
Yeah, I have a beard for that though.
You have to grow your beard first.
Grow a beard for that.
I got the Gandalf ones. The ones that are really long. You got to hold it out to here.
Well, I'm smoking. It's not going to be what is it, opium or anything, is it?
No.
You never know.
Maybe it might be. With Bob, you never know what'll slip in.
Wow.
You want a good time, don't you?
Well, you do look quite happy at the moment. I don't know what to.
Hey, just be careful, Bob. It's not legal in Indiana like it is here in Illinois. So.
Oh well, no one has to know.
All right, there's only 26 countries right now know about it.
It's just between us.
Hey, we're only talking about Shaft here. No.
So Gabby writes down FUBU.
For us, by us.
For us,
by. That's old school, man. FUBU.
FUBU.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Man, I remember at one point everybody was wearing FUBU gear. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that guy blew up. Now he's one of the guys on Shark Tank.
Oh really?
Wow.
Yeah. I forget his name.
Oh.
It's the guy who cleans the toilets.
Yeah.
The toilet at Shark Tank. I guess he went from FUBU to FU.
Oh man, it's all good. So that sounds exciting. When you do plan on putting any information out, will you be able to pass it on to us so we can start advertising too?
I'll think about it. Yeah, of course, man.
Wow, man.
It took him a second. All right, I kind of kept my poker face there. Of course, man. You guys are always
I'll raise for
my
another
number
100.
one go-to,
That's a
period.
poker face.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It means a lot for us. That is good stuff.
Yeah, and by the way, I have to seriously commend you guys. Talk about upping your game with the show. And now I've actually been telling people to look out. Now I'm going to ask the questions. Damn you!
Okay. See you. Good night.
You guys are coming out with your own YouTube channel. Is this correct?
Yeah, we have them.
Yeah.
We
Actually,
started.
it's out already.
Yeah.
It's out. We've got it out there, but you know, you'll be seeing some new things from us. You'll be seeing a new kind of streaming kind of service that we'll use, and we'll have a little bit more
Tremendous.
panache.
Yeah.
Tremendous. And I also see you guys are getting more sponsors. I'm looking at your new intro, your outro, the commercials, the way you guys have the show, the logo set up and everything, man. Seriously, cheers to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we're waiting for your new stuff too. Like I said, when it's ready, let's make sure you get that to us so you know, we can show what's happening with you guys on that.
So we'll
one.
definitely be talking about August 14th a lot. That's for
Yep.
sure.
And
Yeah. Please,
next week.
definitely spread the word on that. And you've already, I'm going to take this as a commitment that you guys will be present for
Correct.
that show.
we're in.
We're there.
Yeah.
I only
What
asked
day
that
are you getting there?
there's a bottle of Blanton's in my green room for me down there. So
Bottle of Blanton's.
yeah,
there you go.
it's
got a
in
bottle
my
of Blanton's?
contract. So
Okay. All right.
Now, heed warning that if for some reason any of you even think about backing out, we refer to Josh as the Ozark of Indiana. So don't cross.
So we better not squeal like a pig then, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, exactly. And you guys are going to have him on next week, you
Yeah,
said,
next
right?
week. So we're gonna talk to him. And then off air, you can tell us wherever you're gonna stay. We'll hook up with you guys.
Oh, so yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because obviously there's a lot of planning that goes into this. And one of the things that Josh, his partner, and Damon, the three of them were Bryce and Damon, and the three of them were gonna get back to us with hotels because obviously, depending on size, we're gonna have to block off rooms and get a certain rate and all that stuff. So apparently, the good news is that there are plenty that are in close proximity to the venue. And then, of course, we'll look into shuttle service and things of that nature. We're really trying to make this cool. We want it to be something educational. So we want to have maybe panel discussions or lectures, things of that nature, a welcome event, obviously the event itself, a welcome packet that people will appreciate. So yeah, we're really looking to knock this out of the ballpark.
You're gonna have
I'm
a
already
handle there?
excited, man. I'm already looking forward to it.
Good, man. And
Yeah.
spread the word because once this happens, we want this to snowball into other events, other places. And, we have our eye on South Florida down the road as well. So
Right.
Nice.
So now that we have you live on the air, I'm putting you on your spot. I know Gabby's listening. Wherever you guys hotel stay, we stay. Okay, that's it. Let's make it an offer.
Actually, Ronnie wants to sleep in your
I was going to
bed.
say, I'm glad you stopped there because if we
Ron
start
wants to
saying what
sleep
room,
in your bed,
you know.
not in your bed. He wants to sleep in your bed.
Oh, Frank, you gave it away.
I thought we had to bring sleeping bags and we're out in the field,
Now I know not to take the do not disturb sign off the front of my door when Ronnie's walking down the hall.
We're going to take
Armen,
an
you gonna have any
RV.
hand rollers there?
What's that?
Any hand rollers that are gonna be there? Or is it all
That's
prepackaged?
Oh, yeah, it's going to be there.
we actually did bring up the it came up in conversation to actually have a roller there.
Right.
There are a
Good
couple
advertising.
people that well, at least Val and I know a fantastic roller. If he can somehow make it for that event, that'll be amazing.
I used to be pretty good at rolling, but that was.
Yeah, but that was like,
cigars.
We're talking about premium cigars, bro.
Well, Karen,
We're gonna be at the event. You guys are gonna try to do serious show. He's gonna be on the side giggling, saying, "Where's the candy?"
He's gonna be looking for White Castles.
You know what? That would be a great. Ronnie and Bob go to White Castle.
We might do the podcast. from
Podcast right from there. Yeah, absolutely.
But Karen is a fantastic roller. Maybe we
She
get
can,
Karen.
she can roll 200 cigars in an hour.
Yeah, really.
You know what? She is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something to talk to her about.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
Yeah.
look at me and Val.
Of course not.
I couldn't roll a cigar if you had a gun to
You
my
know,
head.
you guys are the
honestly.
brains behind the
It'll
operation.
come out like this. You don't want to smoke anything I roll.
There you go. I think Kramer says it's right to you. I'm hideous. Look away. I'm hideous.
Don't look at me,
Yeah.
Jerry.
The paper.
What's he drinking, man? He's the only one with a drink.
Who?
No, both of us.
Oh.
Everybody drinks on this show.
Look, we'll get
I
you the bottle.
finished.
Chris will get you the bottle
I'll
that
get
we're
the
drinking.
bottle.
We're drinking.
I haven't seen any of you take one sip until now. That's why I'm just like,
I've been drinking all along.
Yeah.
Are you smoking anything?
I'm empty. I ran out.
Keeps going out.
I'm empty.
Hey, I got 2 kill soldiers here already. What are you talking about? Where you been?
just checking. Just
We got
checking.
Calumet, the good bourbon. This is stuff Frank bought. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
good stuff.
That's-
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Okay. And
It's
by the
not-
way, there will be plenty of spirits and craft beers. Let me tell you.
Spirits, not ghosts, but stuff to drink.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
The
goes.
only ghost will be me.
Wait,
there.
you said White Castle. He looks like he's ready to take my order and drive through. What are you doing, Kyle?
Kyle is taking the order.
Well, you want
I'll have a
fries with
box to
that?
go.
Yeah, exactly. The big suitcase looking thing, right? You guys even have White Castle out there?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, we
oh
do.
yeah.
I'm not being
Everywhere.
funny because there are states that
That
do
don't
not
have-
have White Castle.
It goes
Nope.
south.
Maybe
When you
New
go
York.
south, they don't have it. They have
And
like their
sometimes I
Really?
think to myself, maybe they're the lucky ones because look, let's face it, unless you're inebriated or you've smoked or whatever the hell it is, you don't go in there sober.
I do.
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
The hang out with that
2
night.
o'clock a.m. a.m. special.
No, man. As you know what, as East Coast guy, you'll appreciate. We've got the diners, man. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I like
Oh,
going
yeah.
at 2 a.m.
Good
Hit a
diners.
The
diner.
Greek diners, they know how to put together.
Armenian and Greek. They're really good.
Yeah, there you go.
That's it.
Absolutely. All right. What else? What else you got to share, or did you share everything that you possibly could?
Dump your love.
Man, I shared, let's see. Let's go down the line. I spoke about the August 14 show. I spoke about our new blends. I spoke about soon being able to buy our cigars on the website.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
It's something that Val and I are very proud of. If you guys haven't seen it, I did post it. Many thanks to our dear friend, writer extraordinaire, and a true gentleman, Samuel Spur,
Yep.
who did a phenomenal write-up about DAV Cigars that went into Cigar Journal magazine and touched on our expansion in the Middle East via Fosco. Those guys are just, they've shown us so much love and support. They really have been the main reason why we now have presence in that part of the world, and that continues to grow. So a lot of appreciation for them supporting us. And yeah, man, we were just so grateful. It kind of hits home that, wow, I guess all the effort is really paying off, because to see something like that written, it kind of gives you that right kind of push and the motivation to keep going.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, man, that was great. And of course, when I get a phone call or a text from the Great Lakes Smoke Show to have little old me on the show,
Oh yeah.
That's always tremendous.
You know you hit
man.
the big time.
Yeah.
Or the big time has hit you.
Yeah.
You know what's also amazing that I noticed that every time that I'm on, it's before we would kind of talk about random things too, but now it's like there's so much to talk about just with cigars, the industry, what's going on with you, what's going on with me, that there's literally no room to talk about anything else. And that says a lot too, if you ask me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we're over an hour and 15 minutes already, and we still have so much more to talk about, right?
Armen, one last question I got for you. Do anything for our boys overseas? For the military?
I'm glad you brought that up, because I've had rest their souls, a lot of family members who served in the armed forces.
Because I know a lot of them smoke.
I have friends in the armed forces, many who have served, have gone on numerous tours. I also have a deep love and appreciation for men and women who serve and protect. My NYPD guys, we try to support the smoking shields here in New York.
Nice.
And to answer your question, absolutely, any chance we've had, we always donate to Cigars for Warriors.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Excellent.
100%. That to me is personal. I don't give a shit if I'm making $50 and I have to give $100 worth of cigars.
That's awesome.
When it comes to people who serve our beautiful country, that to me is it's a whole other level, and I can't do enough. Let's just put it that way. So always, man.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Thank you for that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
Thank you.
Always.
Would you like to hang out for our next segment where cousin Frank tries to make a bunch of chooches out of us?
Might be past
Well,
Frankie's time.
stump the chooch.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we changed it since the last time you've been on.
Oh.
We've got the old chooch back there. Look at this. That's why I figured it's somebody who resembles Ronnie right there. I put him in as our mascot.
Wow.
So anyway,
Ronnie, man.
he's lucky blood. If he wasn't blood, forget about it. But before we go to Stump the Chooch, can you have another little bit to hang out with us? I know you got nothing better to do, you know.
That's right.
For this guy. I always have a couple of minutes to spare for my Great Lakes bros.
All right.
All right.
We got to
all right,
do a little
good.
more sponsor stuff. And then after that, we're going to have Frank set up the next segment. All right? All right. Stick on. Kyle, take it away.
Cigar factory located in the Dominican Republic. Our two major brands include Don Olivan, which are boutique cigars suited for that individual who takes great pride in something unique. BAMF is our armed forces cigars, designed for that badass mother effer. Not only are you smoking a great premium cigar, a percentage of the proceeds is donated to our heroic men and women in uniform. Of experience combined with true love and deep understanding of cigars result in the highest of standard of each DAV hand-rolled cigar. Of K by Karen Berger Cigars, the Maduro, the Habano, and the newly rated 93 by Cigar Journal Connecticut. Do yourself a favor and check out this wonderful line of cigars that come from a completely linear company from seed to your hands.
All right, I figured out the audio, so we're good to go with the ads.
Oh,
now.
Finally, Kyle put it all together. I love it.
We'll get there.
Hey, as you can tell, Armen, they went out and we actually went out and paid for some very good professional voiceover talent for these spots.
That's an accent.
We stepped it up a notch. I mean, we really took it up a notch.
We wanted to do it in a Bugs Bunny voice, but we said, no, bring it down a little bit,
Well, guys, if we talk about voices, we got a guy here who can sound just like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, I think you should really do it like Bullwinkle. When you do the Great Lakes Folk Show. I would love to hear you guys do a segment with Bullwinkle.
Nice. I love it.
Do an Arnold for us. I know I heard, but these guys haven't. Come on.
Come on, Ronnie, get out of there. Every time I'm doing Arnold and I'm just trying to have a cigar and enjoy and go to the gym and flick my shoulders into my biceps because I have to go to Gabby Kafie and he's my brother. He's my twin.
I got one for you. You ready? Get to the chopper.
Very nice. Very nice. I enjoyed that. But anyway, this week's gifts and giveaway will be the same as last week because our two guys kept saying give it to each other. So neither one got it. So we're going to see if we can offer it to somebody else.
Please elaborate.
I
don't know. Two guys giving it to each other, didn't give it to each other.
I mean,
there's a lot of room for interpretation here, bro.
That's part of the show.
Yeah.
We got a great hat here from Kenny the King and a nice size 70 cutter from our friend Jeff at Corona Cigar Company.
Nice, man.
On there, and that's for tonight, and a hat. Okay, guys. So that's for tonight's winner. On Facebook, Kyle and I will be keeping looking at it. First, Frank's going to ask us 4 questions and make us look like assholes. I'm sorry.
Yes, very easy. That's very easy to do. Now, Armen, please feel free to jump in with the answer if you like, because these guys, they're as dumb as a stump and a chooch.
Hey, Armen, you got the answer.
Yeah, but see, now that puts pressure on me because I might be dumber than the two of them combined. I don't know.
Oh, so we got a lot of chooches going on right now. Oof. Let's make a chooch special.
Give me where's my message, Kyle?
Come on. That sounds like a sick chooch. Give me a good chooch.
That sounded like a dying seal.
That's
well, sound effects, Pete.
That was Ronnie in the bathroom, so
After White Castle, yes.
During White Castle.
Brutal sitting next to him, I'm telling you.
So, I'm going to ask a good one for you to start. So this happened back in 1904.
But Bob was born.
1904. Longacre Square in Manhattan, New York was renamed. What was it renamed to?
What was it called?
I know the answer.
1904, Bob, the year after you were born, so you were in diapers. Longacre Square in Manhattan was renamed. What was it renamed to?
Central Park.
No.
Delancey.
No.
All right, if I give you a hint, one of the words in Longacre Square should be a giveaway.
Washington.
Washington? You see what kind of idiots I got to deal with?
Herald Square.
Nope.
Oh, nope. Herald Square. How about Times Square, you chooches?
Oh. You guys didn't hear me? I said Times Square.
Hey, Army covered us. We're good.
Chooches.
Wow, okay.
Hey, Chris, you get to see the questions. Oh, nail us on it.
No, I'm smart. I know the answer.
All right, 1860. 1860. This service started, and it was actually a delivery type service.
Pony Express.
There you go. I knew they'd get on that because I said one of the parts of the answer. So that's why you guys got it.
Frank, that's how they got their mail back then. They know that.
We still get it like that here.
All right. I'm going to move it ahead a few years. 1973. 1973. This New York City landmark and skyscraper was completed? 1973.
The World Trade.
Yep.
There we
Very
go.
good.
There's
All
my New
right.
Yorker. I
There you
knew
go.
he'd get
Very
it.
good.
You know how I know that
no.
too? That's actually my birth year, 73.
I was just going to say that.
And I remember I was a couple of years, well, when I was about 4 or 5, we went, and I was just in complete awe. Oh my God. Woof.
Gonna be a good one. Though.
All right.
Okay.
Here you
All
go.
right.
Here's a
One
chooch
more, and
question.
then we give it away.
Here's
This
a
is a good
huge
chooch
question for you. In 1948,
41.
not 1941?
Yeah, 41.
Arguing. Look at
No. We
one
want
thing
that?
can't read
No,
yet.
no,
I don't know what
All
he's
right, do
doing.
48.
48. In 1948, this health organization was established.
The Board of Health.
No, close, but no cigar.
Surgeon General.
Let's just say it was a global organization.
The World Health Organization?
There we
Good,
go,
there you
Kyle.
The young guy.
The young guy figures that one out.
It's
We're
the
too
Who.
old.
It's the Who.
The Who.
The
It's
Oh, I
the
love
Who.
them.
Became a
Good
rock band,
band.
too.
The
So I'm not as I got 2 out of 4. So what does that make me, an average moron?
You're
Oh, maybe
you're
a half.
half a chooch.
Halfway.
A New York moron.
Hey, who you calling a moron?
Yeah, moron,
Shut up,
halfway.
you know what we're talking
It's
about.
different when I say it, you know.
Forget about it.
All right, this is for the money.
Okay, this is for
What?
the audience.
For the
Audience
audience.
only.
For the audience.
Audience only.
All right,
I'll
this is-
shut the mic so Ronnie can't
Yep.
say the answer.
Make it hard, Frankie.
Make it hard.
Make it hard, Frankie. Make it hard. That's
All
what
right.
she said.
This happened in 1962.
Ooh, ooh.
Wait, we're not done.
1962. 7 men were arrested. In what country and investigated for spying activities off this coast? And they were reported, they were actually frogmen that were arrested, and they were reportedly hunting for treasure. What coast were they arrested for supposedly spying?
Louder, Kyle, louder.
Spying. 1962. 7 men arrested
Come on, Kyle. Your fingers can't go that
who were
fast
supposedly they were frogmen diving off this coast of this country
for treasure.
for treasure. And it was
This is
very
for the audience, right?
Yes.
For the
it's for the-
audience,
and it's a
yeah.
very important.
Okay, I got an answer. Cuba, but I don't want to win. Bruce start.
Cuba, yes, Cuba.
Bruce gets it
What was
again.
it,
Bruce
Bruce?
doesn't want to win. So
Oh,
another
okay.
question.
Another
Bruce, don't
question.
answer no more. Come on.
Wow. All right.
All
All
right.
right, we're coming down the
Yeah,
pipe.
go
I go
down.
down. Let
Get
me go
another
down.
one. Nice one, Bruce. That Bruce is a smart guy.
He is.
Yeah.
Either that or he's got Alexa really happening.
Either that or he knows what website I work off of.
That could be the answer.
All right, this week in history, this famous civil rights leader was assassinated.
What year?
1968.
We know that one. All right.
That's
Well, look
an easy-
at Bruce. Give the hat to Armen. Tim Wines is watching. Armen, do you want the hat?
No, I think a listener deserves the
Okay,
hat.
no listener. All right, folks. We're watching here. Play it again, Kyle. 2 times. That will be it. King. Barry Bone says the king.
Yes, it is. Martin Luther King.
All right, Barry.
Assassinated this week in history,
2
folks.
weeks in a row, he wins the hat and the cutter. Does he say give it to the next winner? Or does he want
Just say
it?
give it to Nick.
That's it. No answer.
No answer.
Barry
Barry
wins.
Barry wants it.
Going twice.
Barry wins.
Barry wins.
Barry wins. Give it to the Bone Man.
Barry gets it.
Barry,
Okay.
Barry. Hey, Barry, we'll see you on August 4th. We'll bring it to Indiana for you.
14.
14th.
I
All right.
love it.
That's good. Nope. Barry says give it to Armen. Hey, what the hell?
Ah, no shit.
Oh boy, that's 2 winners that want you to win.
Armin,
Maybe they
we'll
don't
give
like
it
the
to
way
you
your
in
head
Indiana.
Wait, he doesn't like the hat? What's up with that?
Oh, everybody seems
They want to give it to you. I don't know.
Maybe they're telling you something.
That's sweet.
You're a lovable guy.
I'll tell you what. If you bring that hat to Indiana, I'll sport it.
There
All
we
right,
go.
there it
There
is.
you go.
All right.
All right. Well,
Armen gets the hat then.
Armen, we want to thank you again.
Oh,
Okay,
I should
buddy.
be thanking you guys, man. I love you guys.
For all your
Thank you.
support and sponsoring the show. You and Val were really right there from the beginning from us. So
We'll
you
always
believed-
be there.
You believed in three bald men. It's like the three wise men with no hair. And
What the fuck was I thinking?
well, Val's got no hair either.
well,
That's a good
the one
point.
wise man and the two bald men.
One wise man and the three bald men. There you go.
The wise man and his minions, or
And his
something like
minions.
that.
Yes.
We'll go with that.
We can't thank you enough.
Thank you, buddy.
And we are definitely looking forward to meeting you, I guess, in person on the 14th.
But we'll certainly
Oh,
talk to you
yeah.
before that.
And have a great time with Gabby down there.
Yeah.
And what can I
My
say?
regards to him, of course.
Yeah.
And
I will. I'm
we got a
sure
listener
he's
from
watching, man.
Nicaragua that just jumped on.
Oh,
Our brother Kirk Preston.
from Nicaragua.
Oh, Kirk, man.
Yeah.
He's amazing. From Nicaragua too, man. He's
Yep,
tuning
yep.
in. I
We
love
have a
it.
lot of people out of the country today. So thank
Tremendous.
you, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thanks for supporting. And we'll have a lot of new stuff coming at you. And Frank, maybe 3 weeks till the new.
The new
the
new streaming service that will give us the panache.
Yes.
That's amazing, man. Really, you guys really stepped up. I love it.
Well, like Gabby says,
Are we going to have the line in the beginning too, or?
The lion,
That's
yes.
already taken. That's already taken.
Gabby
Yes.
always told me the image, and that's what our goal is for.
No, we
the
got to
image.
step up.
You guys have a mascot already. Why are you searching for another one? Use
do. We have
the
a choo-choo.
mascot you already have.
The chooch is there. There's our mascot over here.
Yeah.
Well, that's some image. So we really want to be known as Chooches.
Wait a minute. That's it. Man, let's say if you were three guys instead of the three stooges, the three chooches.
The three chooches.
Well, we have a Facebook called the three
Caballeros.
The three caballeros.
the three
Musketeers.
caballeros.
Three stogies. We never follow it because
Stogies.
The three Stogies. Yeah.
That's when we first started. this.
You guys also have to come up with something catchy, like when the Three Amigos used to do that thing.
With the big
no, what we do
sombrero
is like
on
with
the back.
we do.
Oh, and he's gone.
Oh,
You get
Bye,
the-
Frank.
Bye.
That's a neat trick, man. He just blends right in. You just
Frank does
I blend right into the
and all
background.
we see is Chris's head. Really, that's all we see is Chris's head popping. Anyway, guys, thank you.
Thank
you.
you so much.
love you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me on again, and let me talk about the new stuff we have coming out. We are very excited about it, and
So will we.
And as soon as
anything
we
new,
get it,
of course, Great Lakes will know about it first, and keep doing what you're doing, man. I think it's phenomenal, and God willing, we'll all be together on August the 14th.
That's going to be great.
Yes.
That's going to be great.
Wonderful, man.
Thank you.
Have
Thank
a
you.
Thanks,
Guys, it was
man.
also great being a guest. Thank you.
Thanks,
you.
Chris.
Love it.
Glad you
I
enjoyed it.
didn't say much. Nice
All
being
right.
a guest.
Well, they didn't hear you because we have bad
Because I was
internet.
underwater.
Yeah. Get your own Wi-Fi next time, Frank.
Bring a hotspot with your phone.
DSL.
Yeah.
From all of us to all of you, keep on smoking. We'll see you next week.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Have a good
Thank
night,
you,
everyone.
Good
folks.
night, everyone.
Take care.
Perdomo Taj Mahal here. You know? It really is.
They're stopping by. Oh, I heard about you. I smoke your cigars. I love it.
That's the short story behind how Christoph got started. It's actually named after our son Christopher.
We're infamous for our packaging. Everybody knows Kirk has got the best packaging, the most beautiful labels.
All your listeners out there, thank you. Be careful, be safe, and God bless you.
Long ashes and slow burns, my friend.
There you go.
Tell my brothers to line 'em up. We'll drink that whiskey from those old dirty cups. We'll toast to the present, the future, and the past. ain't my first drink, but I sure it ain't my last. 'Cause this world is so beautiful. I see its love come shining through. This world is so